So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Milan e Brasile.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
And it's Zanetti. Oh, that's well spotted. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Pato's selection here is, of course, entirely logical. There are so very many looking forward to seeing him here.
Couldn't agree more, Peter, when you consider how much he brings to the table. We all know about his qualities on the ball, but what I like in particular are his two signature moves, the diagonal runs he makes into the box at full pace, and then the run.
Ibrahimovic! Harmlessly behind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Maldini. That has not gone well. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pings it across.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Azar conjures time and space where few can. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He has a look up. Brazil are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. This is a promising build-up. McAllister. And here's Pato. Seedorf. Now it's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Azar. Great vision. And that could set him on his way. He's got to be in here! Now it's Seedorf. Played in with purpose. And he gets rid in a hurry. Azar. And this is Azar. Oh, what has happened here? And he's straight offside. Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. And reclaimed it in a trice. Azar. And Zanetti. And here's Lopez. Pato. Chance for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Azar. And here's Pato. And he's had it nicked away. Seedorf. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Azar. Seedorf. Now it's Hullet. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Pato. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Pato is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Nice sequence of passes this, and he was quick to react. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And this is Ibrahimovic, and he skips past his man, caresses it through, cleared without hesitation.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. And Ibrahimovic! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he has been fouled there. Azar. Now, can they get him away? Ronaldo chasing after it.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
We are into stoppage time. And the referee has blown for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Ricordiamo a tutti I tifosi di usare gli appositi cestini per la raccolta differenziata. Grazie.
So off we go again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Oh, that's fabulous. Fling towering header. Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there. It's just a shame about the accuracy.
And it's been taken short. Ball into... Impressive! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
The first breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Rijkaard. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Rijkaard. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And claimed it back swiftly. Marcelo. Cristiano Ronaldo needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Brazil are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
And it's Lopez. In with the challenge. Seedorf. No, it's come to nothing. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Azar. Akanji gets a foot in here. Azar. And it's Azar. genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Takes a... and a header! And there's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10, Ibrahimovic. Numero 22.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Il numero 7.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. Deftly away. And here's Ibrahimovic. Azar. Now it's Pato. Nicely weighted ball. And he is dashing on. Goes for a shot! Ibrahimovic. Rafael Varane is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Lopez. Some resolute defending there. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's a sharp little ball here. That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Kilishoy, he's had a shot! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So here comes a substitution.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Milan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely...
Oh, shooting chance!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Not the most accurate pass. Adriano tries to pass it through. Look at the space here, and he's lost his man here. Azar. Now it's Lopez, and this is Pato. And they've got rid. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Brazil nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Howson does really well to win the ball there. It's a pretty loose pass. And he cuts out the supply.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Mateus, Lopez, Mateus, Albert Ferrer, and again he's sorted that out terrifically. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. What a game, what a show. both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
It's a pretty loose pass. Brazil do have a chance to counter here. He's in one-on-one. Real chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That's a sharp pass. Nice sequence of passes, this. And it's James. The ball goes in. And that's an excellent interception.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival. Stood up well to him there. And back to the goalkeeper. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Akanji. McAllister. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
McAllister. It's a really well-measured ball. Inzaghi. Berbatov. So much. There's the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Van der Sar gets it away. Now it's Gullit. And this is Ronaldo. Brazil have it back and can go again.
Gullit really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Berbatov. And that's been won straight back. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Messi. And they've got a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Gullit. He is through here. Brazil claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Succumbs to the pressure. Driving forward. And Gullit! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Brazil have their second corner now. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Well, that pass isn't the best. Dani Olmo. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Gullit. He's picked his way through. Dani Olmo. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vermi. This is a promising build-up. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Inzaghi.
Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go. McAllister is always looking to break lines. Filippo Inzaghi. And they win it back again. Seedorf. Now it's Berbatov. Ferdinand.
Brazil are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And this is Ronaldo. He's shifting through the gears here. Forced to go back.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Filippo Inzaghi. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Brazil go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Timber. Now it's Dani Olmo. That's Rijkaard. Now that pass has been well intercepted. James. And here's Hullet. Can he get on the end of this? Hullet! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
McAllister, Vermin.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means a chance! Goal! Brazil! And they've got their lead back. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Brazil with the lead. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Cristiano Ronaldo, Seedorf.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And this is Dembele.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, some tackle that. Yaya Toure.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
McAllister. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Olmo.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. He leaps for it. That's a fair try, but just off target.
Temos uma substituição.
Brazil choosing to make the first change. McAllister with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Shapes to shoot! And that's a tiny finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And with that, the hat-trick, it's Pelé! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
McAllister looking to pass their way up the pitch. Not the most accurate pass. Now that's well seen too. Rijkaard. Dani Olmo. Rijkaard. And it's Olmo. Dani Olmo, he has found the way through. Rafael Varane. Oh, he's bustling through here. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Oh, strongly challenged there. Fermin. Oh, it's Dembele. Well played right. Berbatov. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Brazil visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Brazil needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And the number on the board is 3. Oh, super ball. Rijkaard. Dani Olmo. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's got away. Tries to putt. Can he finish? Oh, and the referee says that is it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally, you'll be bound to see him in the final third, where he can get the very best out of his strengths.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. He's a sharp little ball here. Guendouzi. Messi. Toure conceives a free kick for that. And it's Fernandes. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Now it's Gullit. Cruyff. Fernandes. And he's intervened well there. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Cruyff. Gullit. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a key interception. And this is Gullit. And Gullit! Oh, it's hit the post. Shot could be on. Gullit! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Cruyff, great vision. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Gullit. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Cruyff. Thauvin.
Madrid really do like to play the long ball.
And how does that work for them?
Well, you don't want the ball just coming back at you, Peter. You need somebody in there who'll make it stick.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Toure makes the interception. Now it's Gullit.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Ronaldo. And he's being shifted off it.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Van Nistelrooy looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Gullit. Now that looks a decent ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Now it's Cruyff, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Guendouzi. Marquinhos. Van Nistelrooy might just make this. Seedorf. Oh, well played. Fernandes. Can he finish? Shevchenko. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's Guendouzi. Van Dijk. Now it's Messi. Messi. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Cruyff. Gullit. Oh, nicely intercepted.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Referee's given a throw. Now it's Gullit. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well played right into his path. Seedorf. Corner it is. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Quick look, then plays it in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Un minuto de descuento.
This looks promising. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This possibly the last play of the half. Marcelo goes short. Takes aim and crosses. Oh, well played, well played. And that is the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And we are up to the break.
Brazil really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Messi. Fernandes. Cruyff. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff looking to receive it in space. Yaya Toure plays the game a step... Can he finish? Marvellous goal! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 26.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
El dorsal 20.
First breakthrough.
El dorsal
And
8.
talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be
Serán
thrilled inside.
sustituidos por el dorsal 5.
Marquinhos
El dorsal
gets over and
21.
intercepts.
El dorsal 11.
Brazil are
El dorsal
clearly enjoying a
18.
very good
El
spell.
dorsal
The flow of
4.
momentum is
Neymar.
bang in their
Se va
favour.
a realizar un cambio de
That is a
jugadores.
brilliant interception. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Nedved. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Neymar. Deftly away.
Madrid really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's Neymar. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nedved going about things with real menace. And it's made its way to him. Tries a shot! And a neat finish! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Ibrahimovic shapes to shoot! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Brazil have themselves a chance from the spot.
Cambio de jugadores.
Drama over the penalty spot. Goal! Brazil! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Brazil leading now. And back to the goalkeeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. Mateus. Camavinga. Can he get it through? Dembele. He's under a lot of pressure there.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pinches it off him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Aims beyond. Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And yes, it's him again. Brazil have... It's Neymar! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
It's run loose here. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Mbappe. And he's there to make the challenge. The ball is loose and the chase is on. There's the shot! Oh, good finish. So that's it. It is all over. Brazil are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Ibrahimovic picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Brazil definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders. Del Piero! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Back in possession and ready to go again. That ball looks a good one. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Brazil have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Bale goes short. Cross to the back post. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. This is Hazard. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Hazard. Now it's Gullit. And Gullit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Gullit actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. For a shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Hazard clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. Hazard, very much a man of this moment. Passing is crisp and sharp. That is a brilliant interception. It's an inviting looking ball, that. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Bale. And it's Hazard. Seedorf! That is good alertness. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Now it's Gullit. Tries a shot!
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Hazard. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Seedorf. And it's Seedorf. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. No foul, says the referee. Now it's Del Piero. Zanetti. Cafu.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Seedorf. And it's Hazard. Gives it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
He's chosen to go back. And here's Gullit. Now there's a fine ball. Seedorf. Barcelona could counter here. And this is Ibrahimovic. Rafael Varane. And it's Azar. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Now it's Del Piero. Azar. Pull it. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Seedorf. Azar. Knocks it into space. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Azar. He's gone for goal! Wide, but only just.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Vieira. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That has been cut short. Seedorf. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So neither side has found a way through yet.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So we're off again.
Brazil are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And Del Piero! Hits off target and by quite a way.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
It's a pretty loose pass. Desai.
Brazil are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
There they go, hunting in packs. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pass somewhat off target. And this is Hullet. Azar. Seedorf. Now it's Del Piero. And it's lofted through here. Oh, played through for the wide man. Van der Sar with the clearance. Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, we're watching a clear attempt to denying him space, and they're using every trick in the book.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Ibrahimovic touches it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Some really good ball move. Shoots! Seedorf.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Zanetti. Varane is there, and he can get that clear. Adriano chasing after it. Vieira. Now, can they get him away? And that's a good-looking ball. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end of this? It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Looking for options for movement. Mateus does well to get it back. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. He's found a way through. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Czech did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Azar. And the shot's on here. Big chance! And it's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So we have movement on both benches. Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he's there to get it away. And that is out of play. Chance! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all around us here.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Substituição.
James plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Ferdinand makes the interception. Best. Nicely shaped ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Brazil really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Well played and well cleared.
He's only too happy to take that back. And the number on the board is 3. And here's Nedved. Thinks he's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
They've played it short. Now it's Bale. This could be their final throw of the dice.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And a header! Oh, it rattles the bar! And he's taking no chances there. And that's it! They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Hazard reaching his double century today, well on his way to becoming a part of the furniture in this part of the footballing world.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game.
And Gullit! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Delivered across.
Well played and well cleared.
And it's Bale. He's well positioned here. He's having a shot! And he's heaved it away. Oh, this looks sharp. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Crosses it in. That's a good ball out wide. And that is a little undercooked. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Gullit. Now it's come to nothing. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. This might spell Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Oh, no joy this time. Mbappe. Oh, super find. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Seedorf. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Gullit. It's Asa! Perilously close. Bale. Now it's Mbappe. Bale promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's made its way to him. Mbappe. Del Piero. No, that's been intercepted. 30 minutes gone. Pinches it off him. Yaya Toure. Mbappe. Seedorf. Hazard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And this is Gullit. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Del Piero. Good ball, good take.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Some resolute defending there. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Beckenbauer does really well to win the ball there. Chance here to counter. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that would have been some goal.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
That is good alertness. Now it's
There will be
Villa.
1 minute added time.
And this is Ronaldo. And here's Hullet. Mbappe. Now it's Villa. And that brings the first half to a close. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Brazil are heading into the break, very happy with how it's
Those
gone
of you
so
making
far.
their way home on public transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
So off we go again.
Brazil are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's off target and by quite a way.
Cristiano...
Oh, what a mistake! Oh, there's a probing ball, and he's had it nicked away. Van der Vaart. Hullet. Seedorf. And reclaimed it in a trice. Quality ball. Oh, that's nice. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Brazil find a position of real strength now.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
That's the keeper's ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
El Paso Locomotive clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Could be danger here. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Rijkaard. It's a really well-measured ball. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Hullet. Played out towards the right wing. Hullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Brilliantly cut out. Looking to play him in. Oh, good spread. Defending was strong and firm. Aims beyond the defence. And here's great chance! And it's in! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
With the owner of a blue car parked outside the stadium gate, kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Brazil.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Yeah, Javier Zanetti, he goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
Seedorf. That's a shade optimistic. Got a Donny. Pull it. And that part... Oh, that is asking for trouble. And that is out of play. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Hullet. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Davids. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. Donatoni.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Hullet. Seedorf.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And this is Hullet. And he's in on... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Caught offside that time. And he's there to clear it. Yaya Toure. Hullet. And this is Ronaldo. Great vision. And this is Hullet. Goes for a shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. Brazil with another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Bayer gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Lopez. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him.
Firmine clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything.
He's having a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Crosses in. Cristiano Ronaldo! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this is Hazard. That's an excellent interception.
Japan definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Davids. Now it's Lopez. And this is Hullet. Great ball, and he's in here. Davids. And Donatoni. Donatoni is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Hazard wins the duel this time. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Davids cannot be beaten that easily. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Keeper has taken decisive action. Shot a goal! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He's found a way through. Donadoni couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered.
There's the shot! And that's a sharp finish. They are purring, truly purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going.
And a chance! And that's in! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. And that is all they have time for. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Just the keeper in his Puskás! And that's a tidy finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And the shot! And there's a goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Brazil cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Big chance! One-on-one, takes a shot! Goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Yaya Toure. And this is Hullet, and here's Seedorf. Gets a good foot in there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
And this is Puskás. He's picked his way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's an imaginative pass. Chips it through. And this is Ronaldo. Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. And this is Hullet. Hullet. Vermeer. Now this could be a chance. Rafael Varane. Van der Sar sends that a long way. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Substitution.
Davids. Howson. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Adriano. He's a sharp little ball. It shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Nedved really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hangs in a... Oh, great leap! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Great chance! Goal! Brazil! And the comeback is complete!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Brazil have their lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Howson gets over and intercepts. And this is Ibrahimovic.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's Ibrahimovic in with the challenge. Looking for options for movement. Davids. Bullet. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a key interception. Albert Ferrer cuts it out. Davids. Bullet. Looking to play him in. Nedved. Into the last 5 minutes. And this is Nedved. And he shoots! And a neat finish! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character.
Oh, what has happened here?
Such good technique.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Adriano. Oh, this is a... And a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Bullet. He steps in and that's the end of that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's well spotted. Bullet. Davids. And it's made its way to him.
Might want to be careful there.
Now who's going to be first to this? Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Lost children's announcement.
What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
I take this every week, Peter. What a fabulous game. It's amazing no matter how much they were down. They never lost focus, never looked beaten.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Brazil.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then.
Hidetoshi Nakata, I think, will be an interesting player to watch in this, Peter. A great all-round midfielder who loves to just hold those central positions.
And a trailblazer, one of those modern-day playmakers. All action, covers so much ground, doesn't he? More than just a number 10.
He does. I mean, he does so many things well in his game that he's respected throughout the world.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Azar. Knocks it into space. Opts for safety. Nakazawa. Matsuda. Nakata. Doan. Good purposeful running this. And he's in on goal. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Tries to play it through. Always onto this. And sent off! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Shoots! And it's come back out to him. No, just not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Matsuda. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Nakata looking for the run, and that could set him on his way. And he's intervened well there. Goes down, but nothing given. And that's really well manoeuvred. This looks promising. Toure does really well to win the ball there. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nakata. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Azar. Seedorf. Oh, well measured. And he's running, and the shot! Off the post! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Japan have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Hasebe can see things others simply cannot. Yaya Toure. And it's Seedorf. Now it's Hullet. Hullet! Ruud Hullet! Beyond special! What a player! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly fit.
Goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Out towards the flank. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Hullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tomiyasu. Hasebe. And it's Nakata. Desai spots it and intercepts. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
2 added minutes has been
Desai
indicated.
tries to pass it through. And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Lovely bit of skill. That's the end of the first 45. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Brazil firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. So straight into the second half. Doan. Nakata. Azar. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Hasebe. Oh, that's well spotted. Nagatomo. Can he get on the end of this? Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. Nagatomo got a long way forward to join the attack. And it's Hasebe. And he welcomes it in. That's good defending, very good defending.
Oh, that's real confidence in that tackle. He got himself in the perfect position. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Takes a shot!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, they could be caught out here. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
A case now of complete control. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Pressing high and with purpose.
Brazil have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Threads one in. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Nakata. Hasebe. Chance here to counter. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Hullet. Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for a corner.
Substitution in progress.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marcelo. He's pretty much a defender in name alone, to be honest, because his biggest contributions always seem to come at the other end of the pitch. He's great at controlling the ball when under pressure and seems to have a great knack for finding that half...
And the finish! Against the crossbar! Goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Hullet. Hullet. Marcelo. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's definitely onside. Well timed, excellent interception. Tries to play it through. Rummenigge! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Hullet attempts a clearance. Zanetti, and he has been fouled there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Varane can clear it away. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Desailly. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Hullet. Desailly kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cruyff. And the return pass. Great vision. Threads one in. Oh, Red, nice interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Seedorf. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Mateus. Zanetti. Passing is crisp and sharp, and that was asking for too much. Rummenigge is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Hullet.
That's going in strongly.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Maldini getting this one clear. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And this is Hullet.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Oh, he's been caught on it. Oh, good line. It's in. They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Hullet, and he's had it nicked away. Nicely shaped ball. Out of play for a goal kick. Boucher. Now it's Hullet. Desailly calmly anticipates. Now it's Hullet. He might be in here! And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Decent chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Maldini with the short one. Takes a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. And we are up to the break.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Brazil get the ball rolling for the second period. Just eases him off the ball. It's not an especially good pass, that. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Cruyff, great ball and he's in here. Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And Cruyff! Well, that is remarkable.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And it's Marcelo. Can he get on the end of this? And that is masterful defending. Ronaldo might just make this. Desailly. Yaya Toure. Hullet makes a dash for it. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Messi ready to try one.
Well, I suppose from...
Messi! No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Oh, well measured. Shoots! It's anyone's ball now. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Nedved. He's picked his way through. And this is Adriano. Adriano was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rocher. Now it's Gullit. Brazil needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Rummenigge. And it's Gullit. Gets a good foot in there. Mateus. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Mateus. Marcelo. And he plays one through. Impressive jump! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That is a brilliant... Mateus! So close to drawing level.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8. el dorsal 22. O'Shea. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 30, el dorsal 4.
Now it's Nedved. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos, crossed into the middle. Now it's Messi. Rummenigge. Nedved. Adriano.
Brazil really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge with 2 goals already to his name. That's an imaginative pass. Mateus. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. It's Ibrahimovic! And yes, it's there! 2 to the good, and they are purring. Absolute! And that is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.